Doctor Stone, New World, aka Season 3. It's a Core 1. Thoughts? It's by TMS Entertainment. Original creator is and directed by. So this is just Core 1. At the time of this recording, Core 2 comes out on October 12th, 2023. About 28 days. And you can kind of tell it needs the core with it, the second core with it. I'll get into it. First, we go up the plot. So this picks up right where Riichirou special ended. They're even still in the air with the hot air balloon. So they get the chef. I forget their name, but they make bread, make a mirror for a camera for the reporter to take pictures, and that's what she does the whole time. They find oil, build a big radio tower, and they get a signal. And I thought this was the most hype moment in Dr. Stone ever. They get a signal after they turn on the big radio tower because it sends out a little like radio wave, and the signal they get back is why, repeated over and over, nothing else. They don't get anything else. It's just that signal repeated over and over, and it's so hype moment. It's just gives you goosebumps. It's fantastic. I loved it. I like this is a fantastic moment. This is best in Doctor Stone to me. They make a sonar and a radar after that. They redesign the boat because they realize they have enemies, so they make it so it's easier to travel on, but they have less people and faster to build. They set sail for the treasure box, which is the astronaut pod that Senku's father landed on the island. They need to get platinum from that, which is helping make nitric acid to revive people. They arrive on the island, Gin, Senku, Kohaku, and this new guy that they find out isn't from Ishigami Village, is actually from the island. He washed up onto Ishigami Village, and his mother and a woman took him in and was his mother when he was a baby. And we figured that out way convenient timing, to be honest. It's like why it'd have been better if they was just like that's why they went to the island, not the treasure box. It just felt a little bit shoehorned in, but they needed it for story reasons. It's weird timing. But they arrive on the island, and all of them go out. Them four leave the boat for some reason, and the woman comes up on the island from the island and throws a petrification beam thing on this little string, and it turns the whole crew that's on the boat into stone. At the time, Ryusui kicks Suika off because she snuck on the boat, and Genro's swimming below the boat and notices that there's nothing but stone statues under there. And that at that moment, that's when they all get turned to stone, except for them 4, 5, 6. They also end up meeting a girl that's on the island that she tells about the situation of like the leader of the island takes the most beautiful girls to his palace because he wants all the beautiful women. She wants to get the petrification beam from them and turn them to stone, so the whole island stops being forced to like because they can take whoever they want. They take married women, anyone. It's pretty bad. So Kohaku, Genro, and the new girl dress up and doll themselves up, and they get picked. While Gin, Suika, Senku, and the other guy, I forget his name because he's literally just the new guy. And they get the lab back off the boat, so they can make things for Kohaku to look good to get picked. Kohaku finds the pod once they get taken to the palace or get to the inner area, and she gets gold dust, and then the gold dust is platinum, and she sends it back to Senku, and they make a machine for the nitric acid so they can turn everyone back. And that's the whole season. And the touching moments are truly in episode 3 and episode 11. I think Dr. Stone really excels at those moments of just like, this is fantastic. Like the Y signal at the end of episode 11, we get the big flashback of like how Senku's father, or not even a flashback, it's a side by side thing of like while Senku was counting, his father was out there painting for gold and platinum to restore, to give minerals to people that would come through and like help help Senku and whoever else would like learn how to use those to help the world, because they're real minerals and they would be very useful. And you just see him getting older and older doing this, because it takes decades upon decades of time to just get gold dust and just very traces amount of platinum out of the water. And you see him finally just end up collapsing into the river and die, staring at the star's reflection, about just uh thinking about Senku. And it's a really touching moment. I think Dr. Stone excels at these moments. I think this is the best parts of Dr. Stone, is when it's those sentimental moments, or the Y signal of like, it makes your goosebumps. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I really enjoy it. Of course, the characters don't really change this season, but Dr. Stone's never about the characters changing. It's all about the the overarching narrative, the overarching story. It's not character driven, which is fine. It's fine. You can have stories like that. It's not a big deal. This has an average of like 81 on any list. I'm giving it a 7. I think the moments that are Dr. Stone truly have, that are excelling, are fantastic. I truly think Dr. Stone has some of the best moments of modern running shonen. I think the season 1 of like the 100 Tales is probably the best moment, sentimental moment in anime. It's up there, if not the best. It Dr. Stone has these great times. It's just they're far between. For for me to think about season 1, there's like 2 moments like that. Season 2 probably has one, and that's saying goodbye to Casa. The special doesn't really have it. It just has the moment of awe when they're in the sky. This season has those two moments, but does a 7. That's episode 3 and episode 11. That's 8 episodes difference. I think it truly excels in those moments. It's just in between. It feels very, I don't even want to say slow pace. It's just, it doesn't grab me in between. It's a great show for me to binge, because it's like I can put those. It lets you connect with the narrative overarching, and you're like, this is cool. I feel like you watch it week to week, it makes it very much you have to retrospectively look back and be like, oh yeah, this was fantastic. Dr. Stone's one of the shows that the more you think about it, I think the better it becomes. But that's also just my opinion about that. I truly think it's one of the best, uh, a great shonen. Even though I give it a 7, the moments that Doctor Stone peaks, it's worthy of 9 or 10s. But I ranked the overarching season because that's how it airs, and that's what you get. Is it truly worth waiting through those moments 10, 12, 20 episodes in to have that type of situation of, this is the best? Or would you prefer to have something just overarchingly slightly about an 8, but you're never going to have those peak moments of 9 and 10? And some shows you do, some shows you don't. Dr. Stone is really good at what it does. I don't think it does many shows to compare it to, especially not right now. At the time of this, it's on Crunchyroll in sub and dubbed. I definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you're a fan of any shonen. Give it 1 episode. You can tell for episode 1. If it's not your thing, it's not gonna ever be your thing. Of course, this is season 3, New World, and I'm looking forward to the second Cour. I want my expectations for the second Cour is that I want the crew to be depetrified or like got out of the stone in episode 1. I don't want to go the whole second Cour since we have to go this whole Cour, and then we have to go. I don't want to go the second Cour of like, well, we only went about half because they get turned to stone episode 7. So we from episode 7 to 11, they're still in stone. So I'm hoping episode 1 of the second Cour of New World gets them out of the stone, and then they can do whatever, do Doctor Stone stuff, and hopefully the village isn't really evil. Because I think they're just primitive, and they just like Ichigan Village, like you have to be evil, and you can't cross our bridge because only bad guys are out there. Because our ancestors banned your ancestors, and it's a lot of that. Even though that they weren't evil or anything, it's just traditions for them. They don't really know. So I don't want them to be evil. There might be an evil, but we still have not seen the leader. So we'll have to see then. Fantastic show. I do recommend 7 out of 10, but for the right people it could be a 9 out of 10, and also it could be a 5 out of 10 for the wrong people. But I still recommend it to anyone that's interested in anything I've said about Stone. Fantastic show, fantastic creator, fantastic director. I can't wait to see more. That's just my thoughts. I appreciate you, and you have a good day.